Nicole Rufford here. I'm not outside of the federal courthouse. I'm outside of the DC jail. You'll always find me in one of those two places, being a real housewife of Jan 6. You're at one of them. This afternoon, I tell you, Norm Pattis went real hard with the Inspector Thomas Lloyd. He really wanted to ask him, and he did ask him. He asked him a lot of questions, about if he knew that if there were any like professional agitators there. He asked why, like, the radio evidence that shows that they were tracking the Proud Boys before they even came up to any of the barriers. He asked why would they be doing that. Inspector Lloyd says he doesn't know why they would do that, but they had two different radio interactions with that. It and it's only going to get a bit more excitable in this trial as they go on. We just finished with the first witness today. They were expecting to go through at least two more witnesses today, and that did not happen. There's a lot of issues going back and forth with these guys, these defendants, being able to get their discovery. And there is a Chief Williams at the Alexandria facility that is the one that is in charge of making sure that they get laptops, the thumb drives, all the things that they need to view their discovery. Several of the lawyers have made several attempts to get information and the discovery to their clients. They can't get it to them. Judge Kelly says he is going to rectify that, but we're already into trial, and that it's truly a Sixth Amendment issue, and Judge Kelly is just glossing over the whole thing. Pete, one of the things that you said is that we do need to indict this government, instead of the other way around. And Judge Kelly is making that really hard. There's a lot of lies that go on up on the witness stand. You have Inspector Lloyd up there saying that he was in the Senate chambers. Then you have him turn around and say, "Oh, well, I can't speak to what they would have done in the Senate chambers. I wasn't there." Makes no sense. He can't speak to a conversation that went on right beside him because he doesn't want anyone to know that conversation. That particular police officers was telling the group inside that if they just remain calm, that we could work this out. They don't want that information out there. So, but they keep digging in really, really hard. They are misleading the jury by in one instance, the government is asking Inspector Lloyd, what is this that this protester has in his hand, which is not one of the defendants. It is someone in the crowd with him. They are like trying them by, like they're going to be guilty by association. That particular person had a bat in their hand. They showed really inflammatory video that none of the Proud Boys were in the tunnel, but they showed evidence of when the police were stuck in the door in the tunnel. That just inflames the jury and makes them assume that it was everyone there, and none of that evidence was even supposed to be seen. Judge Kelly allowed that to be seen because the government said that they would tie all of this together. I believe in my first update, I was saying how the government was showing these videos and that they would be able to tie them together. They can't tie it together because, AJ Fisher honestly had nothing to do with what they were doing that day, their protest. But they're saying because AJ was in the tunnel, then they are once again guilty by association. And that's really what they keep pushing. And they also had
Nicole, you're in really bad coverage.
I won't want to get this quote from, we'll get the quote, but gonna have to not do it from here.
Okay.
Oh, we can't. What
That's okay. You're better now. Go ahead and keep talking right there. You moved your phone. Should be fine.
So they, Nick Smith did get to ask Inspector Lloyd about the officers standing at the doors, waving people in, and not stopping people from coming in. And Inspector Lloyd actually said, that's not what they're doing. That is what a defeated police department looks like. And those were his exact words. The police did not necessarily look defeated. I didn't see any videos of those particular officers out there fighting, but they are definitely allowing protesters just to come right in. But we are done with Inspector Lloyd today. We should go right into the FBI agent tomorrow. And, we'll see where all this comes. There's going to be a lot that comes out during these coming days as far as evidence and video that the defense can show and question. So that's going to be super exciting. I hope everybody stays tuned to the updates. Please text TOTC to 844-837-9924. I know that there is a lot of exciting things in the works, and the government is playing some really shady stuff, and the American people need to be aware that they are absolutely persecuting these defendants, all Jan 6ers, but they are really going hard on the Proud Boys.
Okay, I have some questions for you, if I could. I just really wanted to extract the information that through cross-examination, any attorney, Norm Pattis in particular, was he able to, were there any aha moments where, he had them on the stand and they were making admissions maybe he wasn't expecting to make?
Yes, he asked Inspector Lloyd specifically if he thought that them firing into the crowd agitated the crowd and caused them to be explosive. And he said yes, he thought that was true.
Okay.
And I have not heard Inspector Lloyd say that in a prior case. He might not have been asked.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's you have to have measured force per se, because you could incite an already agitated, emotional crowd by doing that. There's plenty of evidence that were any videos played throughout his testimony.
Yes, throughout his testimony, there were several videos played. There were videos played within the rotunda with Capitol Police officers standing around, not looking like they are in danger at all. They're in fact talking amongst each other while there's about 200 protesters in the rotunda. There's no one trying to guide them. At one point it shows a protester leaving the rotunda. The officer, basically nods his head at him as if,
okay.
How are you doing?
All right. Perfect update. Now we're up against perfect timing, by the way. Great update. We have another guest coming in. We're going to go to the top of the hour news break. You guys catch this? Text TOTC to 844-837-9924. It's going to get exciting. It is. As each witness comes up. Next one is going to be the FBI special agent, right?